So first day, what was it like? Well, my first impression was this is beautiful. And I quickly forget all of that because I realize I screwed up. I worried so much about staying warm that I overdressed. I'm sweating like crazy. I'm being slowed way down. We're only a half mile in. I'm winded. I'm soaked. It was brutal. And still 3 more miles to go. That's when I learned my next lesson, which is there's no rest when you're doing winter in the Boundary Waters.
Yeah, he's like the main dude now.
It's all work, because in winter you're not really camping, you're surviving. It's a race against dark. No gas or electric augers in the Boundary Waters, just hand augers. Nothing comes easy in the wilderness. There are no cabins anywhere to be seen. Dead quiet. It's paradise. We're going for lake trout. There's supposed to be monsters in this lake. Right away, we see they're down there. We're marking them pretty good on the vexillars. But nothing's biting. So no fish for dinner. Got some lake water, boiled it, cooked the soup over an open flame. I've had worse meals, and then it was bedtime. But I've never had a more miserable night than what I was in for. You're getting up to stock the stove every 25 minutes or so. Then I'm guessing it was somewhere around 3 a.m. We run out of wood, fire's out for the night, very little sleeping. I think I got 2 hours of sleep all night, and the next morning was just rough.
Come on, baby. Hey, gentlemen. Good morning.
Good morning.
The silence and then the worrying about the fire going out constantly and just being out here totally in the wilderness, isolated, was plays with your head.
I think there's a very real thing that the body and the mind are hyper aware that this is dangerous.
We're bound and determined to find lake trout.
Check some depth. Maybe I'll put a tip up here and then we'll go drill another one off the island.
We're marking fish. We see them on the technology here, but I don't know. So far, I haven't really been biting. I bet it'll change, hopefully. And that's when Joe hits one.
Okay, so Dan, when you see it, there's a lot of ice.
Yep.
You may take your jacket off because you're going to maybe have to get your arms down there.
Okay.
LB? When he... No!
Oh.
Joe, he's probably still on there. Remember that time he was still on there? I think he's dead.
Just one perfect head shake and the Laker just spit it out. We all know that feeling of losing a monster fish. I didn't make eye contact with him, didn't say a word. I'm just letting him be. And it turns out that was the only fish anyone would have on the entire trip.
Leave you hungry for more.
Spent about an hour and a half gathering, sawing, snapping, haul it all back to the tent. I was totally dehydrated at this point, so I boiled some snow, drank that, and then just absolutely crashed. The wood's burning now. It took a little while to get going. Wood stoves can be a little tricky. You can probably still see the smoke in the air. But it's warming up in here. but it's nice to be it's nice to be under here where it's really warm and toasty. So second night, the wood lasted until about 5 a.m. Then it was 15 below in the tent. After about 3 hours of sleep, I was so happy to see the sun finally rise. And it's nice to just have a couple minutes to look at some of the most incredible, beautiful, pristine wilderness and just take it all in before we leave. It's really cold. It's probably 0 degrees right now. Wouldn't trade this experience for anything. 3.5 miles hauling all of our stuff back to the portage where we were meeting our snowmobile ride back to civilization.